Hi friends, this is Marcus from S Metaphysics and good day to you. So today we are going to talk about the hexagram known as the abundance. The abundance, in Chinese we call it the 雷火风卦, where you are actually seeing the 正卦 on top and the 离卦 below. I call it in layman terms the plentiful. You see, moving on from the previous hexagram, where you are seeing the 归妹, 雷泽归妹, where it talks about the coming back, the returns. So that means what? When we are into the venture, when we are on a journey, when we are into a business, when we are trying to get something that we want, we need to make sure along the way there are enough returns for us to pump in to carry on the journey. As we're able to accumulate the coming back, then we are into the direction of plentiful abundance. That's why abundance. You see, down here, you have the 正卦 on top and the 离卦 below. It is just like on a dark sky where you have thunders, boom, where there's thunders and lightnings. And that sight is sometimes pretty magnificent and amazing, where we call it abundance. It's the same thing. When for a country to continuously to prosper, to grow, we need to have this thing called legal system. Legal system is known to be fire. And this legal system has to be executed accordingly by the lawyers, by the jurisdiction, by the people in the country to abide the rules. So in that way, we are not only growing the hardware, we are also growing the software part of the whole country, so that it moves the country towards prosperity, hence plentiful or abundance. For if you are in the scenario where you're through a plot or reading, you are seeing a favorable abundance. What does that mean? Number one, it means this: you have gathered enough good fundamentals. You've gathered enough good track records or experience or supporters. And now the opportunity has knocked on your door. You should move ahead to create even more greatness to yourself and the people around you. Don't just stay put at where you are. When you've gathered enough of the fundamentals and the resources and the experience, move ahead so that you can provide more to people around you. If you're seeing favorable abundance, it also means this: you have to continuously to seek improvements, breakthroughs, so that you're able to gather enough track records, enough of the good words from the people around you about you, on your experience, on your mastery, so that you're able to sustain the progress, whatever you're in, whether you're learning something, whether you're trying to gain some experience, whether you're trying to expose yourself to more practical stuff based on the market situation and industry, right? So when you're seeing a favorable, plentiful, it also means this: that is, you should quietly impress your leader and support and give, so that you are able to help your leader do it in a quiet manner, in a more subtle manner, rather than open loudly or aggressively in order to get into his good books. Avoid being aggressive, avoid being too loud. Okay, have some subtleness and support your leader. That is the way to go. If you are seeing abundance being favorable, it also means one thing: that is, your leader or your partner, if they are pretty useless or incapable in your eyes, you may want to resolve the issue your way to get out of that stuck situation, so that you're not put down by them because of their inabilities. If you are seeing a unfavorable, now for this case unfavorable abundance hexagram, it says this: overcomplacency will lead you to lose on the good opportunities coming ahead. You are being laid back, you do not want your goals enough, and you are over complacent, and or end of the day, you just miss all the good opportunities. So avoid that. It being unfavorable abundance, it also means this: your leader is incompetent, not capable, and hence your initiation now, taking lead now with your leader is untimely, despite the fact your leader is not capable. Okay, you should hold back your horses and see and observe more first. If you're having unfavorable abundance, it also means that on a political sense, in your work environment per se, let's say, from a political environment, okay, on a political angle, you are at the losing end now. You are at the losing end now. And in addition, you do not see or do not know how to work with like-minded people to break free from the situation. So that means it's going to be a very painful journey for you. So the best way out is really to watch out first and observe and get more opinions. At the same time, you may have reached your current goal. It says this for being unfavorable. You may have reached your goal, but from where you are in that status of influence or title or designation, you are not able to attract good people. It also means in your current position, you have this mindset that you are afraid people are going to steal it from you. People are going to get what you have from you, take it away from you. And if you have that kind of mindset, you are actually putting yourself the start of a decline. It means that according to ancient text, actually. So how to deal about with remedies if you are seeing a unfavorable abundance? Number one, I wrote it down here. Find ways to connect to the leader for help. Because if assuming your leader is somebody capable, you should try to find ways to connect so that whatever you're doing, you're accumulating. And when you're accumulating, you are doing it in a way that you help the leader also. So that you're helping the leader to help you back so that you can accumulate. There are many times where we are doing so hard, putting in so much effort for our job. And there are many of us who have this experience where you're putting in a lot of time, energy, effort in your current role. However, when time comes for promotion, for bonus, for appraisal, you are always not in the front queue. If you're ever in the queue. Do you know what I'm saying? That means you are doing all the shitty job, but your boss doesn't feel like it wanting to help you moving up. It's going to be very painful. So find ways to connect correctly to the leader if you still want it that way. As long as the leader is still somebody that is in a position to influence your growth and your satisfaction and your remuneration. Second, avoid isolating yourself. Okay, avoid isolating yourself because a lot of times when we are seeing this, you see the 正卦 and the 离卦. It means what? Action and connection. And if you are doing either one of these less, no action or no connection with people, you're going to be in for a bigger trouble. So that's why avoid isolation. Keep accumulating the resources to continue the progress for our goals. The very fact we talk about abundance is we are having enough returns along the way, not a one return, but enough returns, iterations of returns, so that we are able to gather the abundance. Okay? If you have issue accumulating resources, reflect on the method, reflect on the strategy, reflect on what you're doing. Is it a proven method by others? If you have problems accumulating, then you have a problem putting yourself moving ahead on the roadmap. All right. So these are some of the remedies that I've given you. So at least until at this point now, you understand better on the abundance hexagram. Hope that you've learned something from this session about abundance. And thank you for your viewing. So till the next round, where we talk about the next hexagram, take care, stay safe. And this is Marcus from S Metaphysics.